Hey guys, I'm Deepthi and today's video is gonna be on this look that I created using products less than 500 rupees. Well, not all the products are less than 500 rupees, like the eyeshadow quad that I used, or this foundation that I used, or the bronzer and highlighter that I used. But though these products are not originally priced at less than 500 rupees, I still managed to get them for less than 500 rupees on great discount deals online. So this video is not necessarily on products that have an MRP of less than 500, but you can still manage to get it for less than 500. So I think that's a really good thing because it helps people to find out products on good deals rather than spending the full amount on the same product that's going to be on sale the next few days. So that's the thing. It's an eye opener that, oh, this eyeshadow palette, though it's priced at 600 rupees, you can still manage to get this for less than 500. So it's going to help a lot of people to save their money. So let's get going with the video and see how I created this look. So I've already moisturized my face. I never really use a primer on my face because I don't have a big problem with makeup not lasting. For foundation, I'll be using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation. I'm in the shade 310 Sun Beige. Now this foundation retails for 525 rupees, but I didn't really buy it for 525 rupees. I bought it on sale. So when you buy it on sale online, it's pretty much like 450 or 475 rupees. So that makes it less than 500. This is like my favorite foundation to use. I've been using this non-stop. I like the finish it gives. It's not completely matte and it's not completely dry, but it's not too dewy, but it's in between. So it's like a demi-matte finish. It lasts a pretty decent amount of time. Even though I don't use primer, it doesn't cling on to dry patches all that much if I moisturize my face well. And I don't find it to look heavy. So I really enjoy using this foundation. Although it doesn't really come with a pump, but I don't really care about that. So I'm going to be using this much for my face and neck, and if I need more I would reapply it again. And the best part about this foundation is you can blend it with your fingers, so you don't really need to find a brush for that. It's very easy and it's very blendable. And the coverage on this one is somewhat like medium and definitely buildable coverage. So if you guys haven't really bought this foundation yet, I think you should try this out. Now before I conceal, I just want to quickly finish up with my eye makeup in case there's any fallout. So I just want to conceal my veins before I do that, and for concealer I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD Concealer. I'm pretty sure this retails for 495 rupees or 500. This one is a very good dupe for the MAC Prolong Wear Concealer. It has a similar consistency and all that. The only thing I hate about this is the packaging. You have to squeeze the tube to get the product out, but it gives very good coverage and it's worth the squeeze. So now I'm going to be setting the concealer and the rest of my face with a powder, and for that I'll be using this Maybelline White Super Fresh powder. This is in the shade Shell. This is really inexpensive, guys. This retails for 150 rupees. I don't really endorse the whitening effect of it, but if it can brighten the eye, it kind of makes the face look a little fresh. So that's the reason I like it, not for the whitening. So now let's move on to the eyes, and I've zoomed you guys in. So for the eyes, I'll be using this Lakme 925 Quad. This is in the shade Desert Rose. I've really been liking the shades in this. It's got really nice warm shades, and I'll probably be using this one for my eyes today. So I'm just gonna pick this up. It is pigmented, but I want it to be intense, so I will be wetting it. I'll just be using water. So again, I just wet my brush. I'm going to be dipping it back into that eyeshadow. Ooh, now I like it. And to blend all this out, since this quad has just shimmery shades, I need something in the transition, and I probably want to use a pink shade for that. And for that I'll be using this Maybelline Cheeky Glow blush. This would serve a pretty good transition. So to blend out that, I'm just going to be taking a fluffy blending brush and dip it in that blush and just tap off the excess. So once we're done blending, I'm going to reapply that same shade that I applied all over my lid just to make it a little more intense. So once I'm done with that, on just this lower half of it, just this part, I want to apply like in yellow eyeshadow from this quad. I just want to use this yellow shade on just the inner rim of it. And I'm just gonna go back into that same shade one more time, just so that there's no harsh line like this, and blend everything together. So now for the lower lash line, I'm going to be taking this one and running it down my lower lash line. Once again, taking that pink shade and just diffusing it a little more. I'm going to be doing the same thing on the other eye as well. Now these eyeshadows, most of it is pigmented, but it gets more intense when you wet it. Like these two shades are really pigmented, but I don't really like the pigmentation on this one all that much, but it's good if you really want to go for a subtle look. So now I'm just going to be curling my lashes, and for that I'll be using this Vega eyelash curler, and this again is just for around 200 rupees. And for mascara, I'm going to be using this Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara. This is in the non-waterproof variant. I really like this one for lengthening my lashes. It doesn't necessarily add any volume, but I like it for the length that it gives. You have to make sure that you apply it, let it rest for a while, and then apply another layer, because if you apply it when it's wet, it gets really clumpy. As you guys can see, this mascara is lengthened the lashes, but there's no volume to it. And then for eyeliner, I'm going to be applying this LA Girl Gel Glide On Eyeliner. This is in the shade Black Amethyst. This one is so blunt, I have to sharpen this. I'm really liking the combination of all these kind of pink tones with a little bit of purple. So now I'm done with my eyes. So now I'll be moving on to concealer. So before that, I just want to brush out any fallout that is there. Because I used my eyeshadows wet, there's not much of a fallout, but just in case. So again, for my concealer, I will be using this LA Girl Pro HD concealer. This is in the shade Medium Beige. I really like this for underneath the eyes. It's somewhat close to my skin tone, so it conceals the dark circles pretty well. Now to blend everything, I'll be using this Real Techniques contour brush. So now I'm going to move on to bronzing. I didn't really want to contour my face, but I just wanted to add a bronzer. I searched a lot for a good bronzer that's less than 500 rupees, but I couldn't find. So I got this bronzer and highlighter duo from Lakme. This is their Moonlit highlighter. This retails for 725 rupees, but I got it on sale for 630. So this is the only thing, it's a little way above 500, but I couldn't find any bronzer and highlighter that is less than 500 and something that I really wanted to try. And this is the first time I'm ever trying this out, so let's see how it goes. It does have a lot of red undertones. It's not exactly matte, it has a lot of sheen texture to it. I don't know how I feel about my bronzer being that way. Probably if you are someone who likes your bronzer to have a little bit of sheen to add that extra glow, you might like this. So now I'm moving on to highlight. I'll be using this shade with a foundation brush. So now coming to this product, it has a lot of kick up. Like you can see, there's a lot of powder settling on the rim of the product, so it's gonna make a hot mess. When it comes to the highlight, it's a lot more pearly, so I think it would probably suit someone of a fairer skin tone than I am. For me, it's a little too white on my face. This has glitter particles to it. Like you can see different shades of glitter particles. So I'm not a very big fan of the highlighter just yet. I have to probably try this out a little more to see how I feel about it. Now for lips, I have different options. This is a Maybelline Color Show range. This is in the shade Fuchsia Fantasy. This is from their Color Show Creamy Matte Lip Color. This is in the shade Madly Magenta. And this is the Colorbar Velvet Matte Lipstick. And I think I'm going with this one. So I really like how it goes with this look. So this is in the shade Addictive Magenta, and this is a very nice subtle magenta shade. It looks amazing. Because it's velvet matte, it's not completely drying on the lips. It's very comfortable on the lips and it lasts a decent amount of time as well. And this retails for around 245 rupees. That's pretty much everything I had to talk about in this tutorial. I really liked how the look turned out to be. So the whole point of this video is that you can find a lot of good products for a reasonable price. They might not be exactly below 500, but somewhere in the affordable range. That's how I wanted it to be. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Comment down below and let me know if there is some product that you really like that's less than 500 rupees and you think I should and probably others should check out as well, and it would be of great help for everyone. So do create some looks and tag me in your looks. I really want to check out different tutorials, different stuff that people are using that is less than 500. So don't forget to subscribe and like. I'll see you in the next one. Stay touched. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my thoughts on these Nykaa nail paints. But the shade itself is so mesmerizing. When you keep staring at your nails, it reminds you of a Christmas night with stars shining above, and probably if you're in some other part of the world, there's snow everywhere and it's cold. That's how I feel when I look at this.